Hi guys, Jamie here from Starter Riot, and I'm here with Connor and Ben from Failure by Design Records. Guys, welcome.
Hi,
Or maybe I should be welcome because I'm down south.
Oh no, welcome.
Yeah, welcome to
Thank you.
Southampton. Neither of us are from here, so
No.
We don't let
We're
people
all in-
welcome.
It's the south.
we're all in new territory. We're currently sat in a really nice quad having a nice coffee.
We're by the Guildhall. For fans of Creeper, that is a real place. It's not just...
Specifically Creeper. If you like any other band,
Well,
you'll
no, because
hate
they have that lyric, walk from the Guildhall to the sea, in
I didn't actually know
Henley's
that. I did all
Ghost.
that, sorry.
Shit, not for Creeper fans.
They played there not long ago on the Neck Deep tour, didn't they? Okay. Yeah, never mind then. I just remember seeing Will posting about it online, being like, well, never thought this would happen. Sick.
Japanese character, Gould.
That's the one.
That's
Anyway,
a little
that was funny,
Facebook in-joke for...
You can cut that, mate. That was funny.
Yeah, definitely.
I may cut a lot of this.
Yeah, just do.
Or I may cut none of it.
Be brutal.
No.
You can have the extended cut version, which no one will.
But I've got to think of the watch time on YouTube. It's all about watch time.
Gotta get out of
Yeah.
10 minutes, get the ad revenue.
There you go. So we're here for So Punk Fest.
Yeah,
That's right.
The third instalment.
Yeah.
This
Uh,
time it's punk.
So you guys had a stage yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Bill's stage. You
Yeah.
had some great bands on there. Muskets, I told you I would eat you. Gunshy. Yeah.
It was
And
awesome.
gender roles.
Generals, yeah.
Don't forget
New
them.
Tusk.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 really, really good bands. No, it went really well, I thought. I don't know about you, but when we turned up, I was a bit like, oh, cool, this is like the back room of a pub.
Yeah.
I don't think that venue had really done anything like that before.
Yeah.
I got the impression it's just like a function room for like wedding
Wakes.
receptions or wakes.
It
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
somewhere. It looks like
basically.
somewhere where you do a wake, but I mean,
And
I
there'd
think
be
we.
a really dodgy karaoke.
No, I think we tried. Like, I was stoked for the amount of people that showed up, and it like the room filled out quite nicely, and
There was a really good atmosphere as
had a
well.
really good time.
Yesterday was the first day of it, so to me it was like the kind of test the water one. Like it was an evening show on a Friday night versus the other two, which are like all days. It's the weekend, obviously, and it was in a venue that isn't really a venue. So to me, that was like the hard one to break it in. But that went really well. So I think the rest of this weekend's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be really good.
yeah,
But-
it gets better and better. I think,
Yeah,
as the weekend
totally.
goes on.
I mean, yeah, I think that's a fair comment as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Redwood is the very last band playing, and they're very excellent.
They're a very good band.
We're big fans of that band.
I will say about that pub, it was cheap.
Oh, was
Yes.
it? Yeah, don't have to pay for things when you get to this level, so I would know.
Big shot, Ben. How did Kate get you involved in So Punk Fest then?
We've been. Yeah, we did the last one, and I think we had some bands on the first So Punk Fest.
Yeah, she's been a kind of a friend of ours for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I think although we do different things, I think we have a really similar outcome of what we want. Maybe I
Yeah.
phrased that really stupidly, but yeah, we're going about the same thing from different angles. We're releasing records to support bands we love. She's putting on shows to support bands we love. We've got experience putting on shows, and it just made sense at the last So Punk Fest, which I believe was November last year before. So
Yeah.
I'm a bit fuzzy on it. But yeah, I think it was actually you were just like, I've seen they're doing this. I think it'd be worth getting in touch. And yeah, I don't know. She's just a legend. She's really got her head screwed on. And like,
Yeah, I think she's really like curating the scene down here, which is good because I mean, I used to come to Southampton like 10 years ago, and there was no shows going on here, or none that I was aware of, and now it seems that she's sort of throttling the scene and putting Southampton on the map, which is really cool. And I'm just like stoked that we can be a part of it in some little form. And offer
completely
bands a place to play in Southampton. Right. It's a good spot.
it seems like bands are of all levels and all sizes are coming to Southampton a lot. I see Kate doing a lot of these really cool, like, up and coming, burgeoning DIY bands. The Joiners, where I know she's based, like they have all these amazing bands coming through all the time. Like, be it a big band playing an intimate show or a band on the way up playing, for them that's like a huge deal, you know. You got bands like, I don't know, an example being like Basement, huge band, they sold like Coco, for example.
Yeah.
They're doing like a small show there, amazing. But then you've got other people like Boston Manor, they played there, for them that's a huge deal, selling that place out. So yeah, that seems like a really cool venue, and again, it's just really cool that this town has that community. I always joke when I come to Southampton, I look around and there's so many like dyed hairs and tattoos and
Yeah.
backwards cat. It's so alt here.
Mosher City.
Yeah,
right.
so many
Grab
moshes.
City.
It's sick.
The city of grabs.
It's like it's a bit like Manchester in the early 2000s. Like, it used to be so
Britpop.
emo. No.
Oh no, it's like the 90s.
There's this place called the Urbis, which is like an art gallery. It's now the National Football Museum, but the big like
impression.
the big gentrification. The big grass square outside It's just emo central, like emos,
love
goths, smoshes.
Yeah.
Everyone would all hang out there.
Goths and moshes.
Honestly, be like hundreds of kids out there. It was really cool.
Not a lot of people
Cybergoths.
calling each other moshes. these days.
Moshers and townies.
We were talking about cybergoths earlier on. What do you reckon? What do you think of cybergoths? Would you ever snog a cybergoth?
If I was single, then yeah.
Oh, okay.
As long, you know, it
Had to
depends
go
on the
there.
person. I'm not going to be like any cybergoth. Yes,
Any given
but
cybergoth.
Would you do it for a
Hey
fiver?
mate, I like your big
What, any
plastic
cybergoth?
dreads.
Any cybergoth for a fiver?
Would you
Nah.
snog a cybergoth for a fiver?
We've got an exclusive.
I'm not a prostitute, Connor. Just 'cause I'm from the north.
I did not
These
suggest
lips
that.
are reserved.
I won't do anything for £5 bob.
for 5 bob.
Real talk though, cybergoths. I got a lot of respect for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like they pull no punches. I'm sure this isn't where you thought this interview was going to go.
No, I don't.
Damn it, we're doing it.
I have respect for anyone
Shout
that.
out to all the cybergoths out there. I think
Shout
you're doing
out.
a great thing. You're bold. You know, you wear your heart on your sleeve, and I respect that enormously.
I
And I'm
have
sure
respect
Connor endorses this message too.
For anyone that dedicates that much time and effort to their
Yeah.
scene and look and subculture. It's great.
And also, I've got a lot of love for the parents of the cybergoths, because that must be a real culture shock for a lot of these middle class mums and dads when their kids start going to the cyberdog store in Camden and they come back and they're like, Mum, do you think there's like a coming out process? Mum, Dad, I'm a cybergoth.
I
I
told
think
you
it's
this would happen.
gradual. I think it's gradual.
I like that, yeah.
I was a teenage goth. Confession.
That sounds like a Channel 4 documentary.
Yeah, it definitely is. Fucking
Confessions of the
Katie
Teen
Piper presented it. Look at this normal child turned goth.
Reggie Yates comes in for the end.
So
Sits
why'd
you
you-
down to really form
Why
an
have you
interview.
why have you done this? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do this to yourself?
I had this
So,
jacket
when
with like
you come
crosses
out-
all over it.
As a cybergoth, how does it make you feel? Sorry, let's actually do some interviewing now. You're gonna have to edit.
I don't
all
mind.
this.
That's all
I'm having a
staying
really
in.
good time.
This is staying in. It's happening. Yeah, so Failing by Design has been around for since 2013. Since then, you've released records by Boston Manor, Weather State, Homebound, Gunshy, I Told You I Would Eat You, and many more.
Truth.
Yeah.
When you kind of
That's facts.
started, did you think, what were your aspirations? Like, do you think you'd end up 4 years down the line, kind of in this position?
That's a good question.
I think we got different.
How
I
about
think
you-
we
how
had
about you,
different
man?
aspirations.
I'll be quite honest with you. I thought, yeah, let's be a laugh.
Yeah.
I thought that this is doing a label would be a really cool way to amalgamate everything that I love about kind of the DIY scene and music and working with it. Like, I used to put on a lot of shows. I make videos for a living. I like hanging out with people. I like one of my favorite things in the world. Probably my favorite thing in the world is showing people new music. So, to me, it seemed like a really nice. It's a neat umbrella to run everything under. So that to me, that was what was most appealing about it. But I'll be honest, beyond that, I didn't really think. No, I didn't think we'd be doing it this long. I didn't think that far ahead. I'm a kind of a take it day by day kind of guy, I suppose.
And I'll be honest, I wanted to like just work in music, and there was no jobs going, so I just thought, fuck it, let's just make a job,
Yeah,
and also
quite
sort
right,
of help push the music that we really love, especially like at the beginning from Guildford, but then just from the wider spectrum of music in general. So
Yeah, it started very local orientated, and then very
That's gone.
immediately by release 3, we were like, let's release a band from Seattle.
yeah,
Fuck
let's just
it,
do that.
flip the
Let's do
script.
that. I think it was more like we wanted to. All those points are good, but just like do it our own way and try and be successful.
Yeah, and obviously the large amount of money that comes in was a huge.
Yeah, it was too
It
hard.
was a huge factor. It was hard to turn down, wasn't it?
Too hard to turn down
money
suits
to China.
and all that money. Yeah,
Big move.
yeah, really trying to do a big move to China.
Because you could have like your 9-to-5 job, you could be on 22k a year, or
you could do this
start an
from
indie label, huh?
every hour of the day.
I mean, our bank is just calling us up all the day. Where's this money coming from?
Dude, you've got so much money.
What's going on? That's not true.
I feel like, like you were saying about Kate before, Above the Waves, and Failing by Design, I feel like I kind of started Star Riot for similar reasons. Like I wanted to do something, and I wasn't exactly going to walk into Kerrang and be like, I'm going to do your
I
videos.
wanna do this, by the way. Like we both,
So-
we used to be in bands. I was probably in more bands than you.
I did
and you
one, and then
did videography
we were called
instead.
Indigo Plateau, pretty lit. We did.
After the Pokemon.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't. I like music, but I don't like playing it
Yeah.
as much. I'm not very good at it. So, but only recently, when someone's like, "Oh, do you play any instruments?" I used to say, "Yeah, I play bass," and now I just go, "No, no,
No, I don't.
No, it's insulting to musicians to say I play any instrument.
Yeah, like we were like quite active in the local Surrey scene.
Yeah,
I'd say,
I'd
like
say
as
so.
far as Dorking maybe.
Wow.
and Guildford to Dorking and back again. And then just sort of amalgamate. Is that even a word? Amalgamated.
Amalgamate.
Amalgamated.
It's
Amalgamated.
amalgamate.
It sort of became what it is now and has snowballed into something that we do pretty much every single day.
It's an avalanche at this point.
It's great. Love it. Don't sound
feel
like I
like-
do, but I love it.
I feel like Star Riot's taken over my life as well. And also, similarly, the wads of money are very
All day long.
enticing.
Makes it all worthwhile, because it's such a horrible thing to spend your time doing, trying to spend time with your friends and show new music and talk about things you're interested in. It just gets exhausting, to be honest. But fortunately, there's that silver lining, all the money coming in constantly.
And all the suits. Love wearing suits.
Is it a bit of an uphill battle to try and grow the label to a level that you want it to be? I mean, you see a lot of labels from the UK kind of become feeder labels for big US like
I would
labels like
love
Hopeless.
to put out Feeder's records, if that's what you're saying. I would love to be a Feeder.
Big
mate.
UK man.
Yeah, dude, Feeder are sick. I don't know the last time you listened to them. That was one of the first records I bought.
I hate
got
Feeder
a
so
gift-
much.
Shut your face. I got a gift voucher from for Woolworths when I was a kid. Remember Woolworths? Yeah, and I got
Remember
I got
Woolworths. Jamie's older than both of us.
put together. That's not true. Sorry, you're not 55. I bought Feeder the singles and it was great. Didn't leave my stereo for ages. Just the way I'm feeling, huh?
I think
That's it.
I think Ben's
Why?
stalling because he doesn't know how to answer the question.
I can't remember what the question was. Sorry.
I think it's good to have realistic and aspirational goals. So things that you can actually do within a year and things that you want to achieve. So if you can find a happy medium of the things that you wanted to do and have some surprises along the way, that's how I like to look at the year. We have goals that we want to do every year. If we meet them or not, that's a different story. But
Sure.
working towards those things, and then I guess having a 5 to 10 year plan.
I think it's important to aim big.
I have the ideas.
I think it's important to aim big for sure, because I don't know. I can't imagine after, if this label doesn't work out or whatever, that I'd do it again. Maybe I'd imagine we'd use our skills required to work on different projects or whatever. But yeah, I know. We really care about this label.
Yeah.
We want to give it a go. I want to have this as my career. I know you do too, man.
I saw labels back in the day like Big Scary Monsters and was like, I want to do that. I don't know how or why, but I want to do that. I want to just put out rad music, and they've been a label 16 years now. So I think if you, like we said, if you just take one day at a time, each release at a time, then who knows? I mean, it only feels like yesterday that we put that Swim Good record out.
Yeah.
Realistically.
We peaked too soon. You ever listened to that EP? Oh, it's amazing.
No.
Honestly, it's amazing.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, don't,
Yeah, that's good.
don't lie.
You're not giving me shit. I'll start quizzing you about it. What did you like about it?
But yeah, I think we just take it year by year, release by release, and then see what happens. I think we've got if someone wants to, I get a sense of pride when a band moves on to a bigger label. It's sad to see them go, but half
of
the
our
time,
bands.
one of our bands. But half the time I'm like, I want you to succeed. That's why we started working with you. And if you're moving on to bigger and better things, then that only shows how good of a band you are, and how good.
Equally,
everything's
it's
going.
amazing, when bands get in touch wanting to. It's very obvious when a band's just giving you a cut and paste email, or they put the wrong label name in it. That
Yeah.
happens quite often.
It's classic.
But it's really flattering when a band wants you to release their record, because they're obviously putting an amount of faith in you. Like I say, there's certainly an amount of people that maybe don't understand the role of a record label and think you'll just give them some money.
Yeah.
But that is always super flattering.
Yeah.
And how do you choose which bands you're going to sign and release material by? Is it a
We
mix
have
of
extensive A&R meetings.
Is it a mix of people coming to you, or you going to
We've only-
people?
I think for the most part, it's
Us.
usually us.
We've only signed one band.
We're
that
very
has
embroiled
emailed us.
within the scene that we are, I guess, working within and trying to cultivate. We do our own A&Ring because we love going to shows and we love listening to music. So
Yeah.
it's, I guess for other labels, maybe when you get to a certain level, bands getting in, having a person in that role makes sense, because if you're Sony for whatever, the Sony boss has got a million other things to deal with versus going to shows in the back rooms of pubs to see bands or what have you.
There's been times we both have to be stoked on the band. There's been times where one of us has been like, oh, I really like this band, and the other said, not yet, or I don't really get it.
Yeah.
And then that kind of, we wait and see what happens. But I think the main thing is both of us have to be stoked on it.
because we invest a lot of time and
Yeah.
money into it. So you know, if you don't fully back it, then it's going to be.
If you can't shout about it, then why work it? Unfortunately.
I mean, that's what's cool about just being a small two-man operation, and I think we listen to a lot of the same music anyway. That for the most part, we always have a joke that I will send Connor bands, and he'll go, "Yeah, I'll check this out," and then 6 months later, he'll go, "Have you heard these guys?"
It's not a joke. It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
a lot.
Ben knows my music taste.
I listened to an interview with the guy who runs Triple Crown recently.
Fred.
On Washed Up Emo, which is very good. And he said that it kind of takes, for most labels, it takes just one band to kind of take off to make that label. Do you think that'll,
think that's a
you're
fair
kind of waiting
comment.
for that?
I think you can use an example, slightly unfair example, but maybe like Pure Noise Records with the story so far. Like that band went huge. They've gone
Yeah.
platinum.
Well,
Yeah.
he used the example, obviously, Triple Crown released brand new his first
Sure.
albums, and that was it for that.
Yeah, I think it can definitely help in terms of the revenue for the label, sure. Exposure to a degree.
I think it works both ways because
Yeah.
like I feel like a lot of people know us because of the Boston Matter record. Like it's not something. I mean, we mentioned it before. We don't want to bang on about it because we put another great music out. But you also get put in that field. Like all of a sudden, you're a pop punk label. That's all you do.
I feel like we finally just started to escape that bubble. But yeah, certainly for a while, releasing Boston Matter, then maybe straight into that home band record. I think we went. They're a pop punk label.
Yeah.
We had a lot of emails
Of
from
pop
pop
punk
punk
bands.
bands. A lot of emails saying, "Hi, I play in a 5-piece pop punk band from," and then I'd stop listening.
I think it's like
Hi, we're 5
with-
straight white men.
with those examples like Triple Crown and Pure Noise, like they've had those big breaks, but you look like they've curated their own fan base from years and years and years before that. So they've already got an amount of people that can listen to something and go, "Sick! This label's putting that out, so I should listen to it because I like their back catalogue."
Do you think it's that tipping point?
Yeah, there's always a tipping point. Like there's always going to be that band that all of a sudden makes you loads of money, and then you can go, right, well, let's try this, and this. Let's sign 4 bands instead of 1 band, and like experiment a little bit.
I think you've seen it with Hopeless in the UK. Like they
Yeah.
had Neck Deep, which
Yeah.
obviously they were huge anyway. Hopeless has been going since the 90s, but in
Yeah.
the UK they signed Neck Deep Explode, and then they signed
Then they
Milk
signed
Teeth,
loads of bands.
Moose Blood,
Yeah, like, we've
Trash
got some
Boat
budget
Row.
to muck around with. Yeah,
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think that's probably one of the next things I want to do is like try and find
Sign
that
Neck
band.
Deep.
Yeah, sign Neck Deep, sure. Is
Why
I always like I was saying earlier, I'm stoked when bands are like, "Oh, we've been given this opportunity to go to this label." I'm like, "That's fucking sick! Like, best of luck. I'm stoked for it." But finding that next band for us that's gonna explode into the scene. No, it's not easy,
Dead
but
easy.
it's not, but it is.
It's dead
Um, I think this year we're gonna one of the bands that we're working with. I think is gonna get to that point.
Is that Guillotine?
Maybe.
Another band.
Maybe.
Well,
Oh,
working with a
mystery.
Few, working
Working
with a
with
few
a few
bands.
bands, yeah.
Guillotine's about to become the biggest band in the world, though.
Yeah.
Like real talk. I'm sure you've got more questions about them, but we can fast forward.
I do.
Go on.
That band, the record we're about to release is amazing.
I wasn't even thinking about Guillotine.
Out February 24th.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't even have that
Didn't even-
written down. if
you just
want.
know it.
I just know because I'm looking forward to it.
Honestly, you're gonna lose your shit.
It's a bang.
Yeah, I really like that first song they released. I like the
Sapphire.
second one as well. Yeah, the
Sapphire
first
and
one was the
Butterflies.
one.
Oh, Sapphire's amazing.
Yeah.
With the video and everything, like.
it's a really.
Oh man, like. No, the band are incredible. They work. It's been amazing working with them because they have. Not only they have a lot of ideas, they're really receptive to ours. We did the whole like viral campaign for
Yeah.
everything, which
Yeah,
is something Connor and I came up with. As soon as we pitched it, they were like immediately on board. They loved it. We did a lot of very late nights all over the country, we pasting and all these email campaigns and
Cryptic
stuff.
clues.
But yeah, no, it was so cool to have a band that was that receptive to that, and one that wasn't like, oh, maybe, and then it ended up us doing everything or whatever, you
Yeah.
know.
I've got to say, we all knew it was you.
A lot of people did, but we didn't say it.
That's fine. I mean, we kind of
Well, I
wanted
don't think everyone did. I think
No,
a
there
few
was
people.
definitely-
I knew because you said, "Oh, what's your email address?" And then
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
no,
week later, I
was
got
rubbish.
that email.
Yeah, I'm bait. I'm so bait.
My
The
email
amount of
address is
people-
publicly available
The
on my
amount of,
page.
yeah, but I'm not that guy. The amount of people that like Facebooked me going like, "Why are you sending me music?" I'm
Can
like,
you stop spamming me this shit?
"Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about."
Worth
It was good though.
The
It
amount of follow-up emails that I had to send just to cover my own tracks terribly. Like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, you work in festival PR. I want to put Weatherstay on Reading." it's not going to happen. Okay, thank you.
It was good to see like a band and a label doing something other than just, oh, there's a record out this time.
I feel like today there's so many bands doing it, and there's so many cut and paste templates for how a band will launch themselves or whatever. You have to make people interested from day one, and it was the dream for us. Like, we've fantasized, maybe that's a weird word for it, about having a band that launch from day one and us working with them and helping to cultivate this image around it and everything. And a band like Guillotine is perfect because they've really got something to say, and it was oh man, I'm so stoked to really work with
It's
those
been really
guys,
good
honestly.
to just do something like Ben was saying, out of the normal, PR, pay for PR, get it in Upset, get it everywhere, all this sort of stuff. It was refreshing.
Start Riot.
Yeah, get on Start Riot. It was refreshing to do something different. Yeah, it was really good.
That's cool.
There's more funds to come.
And the songs back it up as well.
Oh yeah,
so.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing with it. That I feel like it's not just an elaborate campaign for something that's actually just a bit crap.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like this is going to be the next couple of years. This band is going to be.
People are going to.
This band's going to change lives.
They've got to come play up north soon then.
Yeah,
Tell 'em.
absolutely. Tell them. You've been told, guys.
Tell them. So you were talking about achievable and aspirational goals before. What are some of your goals for 2017 and beyond?
In 2017, I personally want to release like a debut album on FBD. I think if we can do that, that will really like kick up a fuss within our scene, and like I think it will make a template and fucking using the wrong words, not a template, a staple. It'll be a staple to the industry and the people that are in bigger labels around us, knowing that we're not just a feeder label. Like I want to actually do something with this shit.
Yeah, I think although we've not got it in writing exactly as this is exactly what we want to do.
Yeah.
We just want to make people aware that we're more than just a small DIY label.
Yeah.
Like, I'm biased because I run the label, but I think we're a fucking great record label. I really do.
Yeah.
I think we can offer bands a lot. Not only in exposure, but in terms of just how they run their band. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say without sounding like a knobhead, but like we've got our heads screwed on. Like, we give a shit. But like Connor said, like we've got some of our bands are working on some amazing new music at the moment, and we've got our eyes on a few other really cool bands as well. So yeah, we just want to expand and keep things going. I'm really happy with how this label is going at the moment. I feel like we work hard and it's starting to pay off. Hopefully, I don't know. It's hard to say really. You can only kind of go what you see online or whatever. Whether people actually genuinely give a shit. But
yeah, like we've had people come up to us and say they know who we are, which is weird. I never know how to react to that, which just shows. I would not call us internet fans.
Get it all the time, mate. No,
yeah, UK pop punk. Sar. No, I would. But it's nice to see that people know about the label and stuff like that. So I guess expanding on those sort of people,
You're doing
getting
kind of the right thing.
getting more people involved and getting more people listening to our music, and potentially start like breaking into Europe, like mainland. I'd love one of our bands to go to mainland Europe this year. Just like baby steps, I guess.
And 5-10 years take over the world, right?
In 5 years, I'd definitely like to release something globally, for sure.
Yeah,
for
Do you think the UK scene, you could compare it to some scenes like the Long Island scene in the early 2000s? Do you think it is in a position to kind of blow up like that? You seeing UK bands like Neck Deep and Beast Bud kind of do really.
The UK is the top of its game for the kind of music we're working in. Totally.
I think
100%.
I think in terms of new bands, I think there's more coming out here than there is anywhere else.
You see like bands from humble beginnings are selling out like huge academy shows, but on the reverse, like this weekend's a testament to that. The DIY scene is one of the strongest it's ever been, in my opinion. People are coming from all over to go to small shows and back rooms of pubs because they know that there's a great sentiment behind it, and they know that the bands there give a shit, and the people putting it on really care, and I think that's amazing. I honestly do, and like I think I'm so proud to be part of like what's happening in the UK at the moment. I just hope it keeps it up and it's not like a fad, it's not a phase. Because sorry, I'm talking over you again, but I think a lot of the musical styles have been kind of fickle. Pop punk, as an example, was a real fad.
It's back apparently.
Yeah.
It's gone. Apparently it went, but it's back again.
Had 6 months off. I need a break, guys. Woo!
No, but I think the UK is in like it's one of the strongest it's ever been. You see that on testament of like US labels coming over and picking up bands from the UK and breaking them in the States. I would like to see UK bands sticking with UK labels and breaking the States. Creeper being a great
Yes,
example.
mate.
Roadrunner is obviously a global company, but staying within the UK, Roadrunner Records UK, moving onwards. I'd like to see a lot more of that. But
Fucking absolutely.
Yeah.
Support your local.
support the local, keep it real, start a
I was
riot.
saying to that's it, I've got to finish that. That's it. That's a great exit.
We can fix it in post.
Yeah. That's it. That's a good ending point for me. Guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, definitely check out Faded by Design Records. You've got Weather State's re-release, vinyl re-release of Dumbstruck coming up, yeah?
That's right.
And,
We've got 2 records in the pipeline. We've got Guillotine's EP Sapphire is going to be coming out on the 24th of Feb. It's an amazing record. You're going to literally lose your mind when you hear it. Order it. And Weather State have their vinyl reissue of Dumbstruck coming out. That's one of, without having any bias, one of the favourite records we've released. I love that record.
One of the best records ever.
Probably ever made.
Probably ever.
Probably some of the best songs ever put to record,
Yeah.
but now put onto wax.
And you can order it now.
They're available for pre-order now, but they're going to be shipping from February. They're also on tour in February, so 100% get to a date. There's some more news coming from them very soon as well, which you're going to be very excited about.
Yeah.
That's it.
Keep it real.
if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe for more. And we'll see you next time. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for
very much
watching.
for having us, man.
See you
You're
later.
a great guy.
Thanks.
You're very handsome.
That's going on my quotes. You're a great guy, very handsome.
Pollard.
Ben Pollard.
Cool.
Goodbye.
I've been waving for ages.
We're joining the party.
Keep waving.
How do you want this to end? Just keep waving.
Everyone will watch
Smile
it.
and wave.